Shalom, this is Yehudit Goldfarb. I'm from Sivan, but right now I'm in a place called Yehudit at the kever of Rabbi Tarfon. And behind me are the beautiful fields of Yehudit. And I'm doing the video now for the beginning of the third level of our counting of the word Bracha, the 40 days of blessing. We're in the 9th day now, just moving into the 9th. And the 9th day is, we've completed the level of Keter and Chokmah. We're now in Binah. Well, let me show you the nikudah that goes with Binah. It's at Tzere. You have your feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, hanging from a string, and the hands come up and make two dots side by side. A. I'm going to stand back just a little bit. See if it's a little clearer here. A. So there's a dip, bringing the hands up, facing up. A. And then coming down, facing down. Binah, understanding. A. Noticing distinctions, awareness of differences. It's a world of duality. So we've moved through Keter, the eternal isness. It's very hard to stay in, and just the awareness that there is only this moment, and everything else is part of our mind's construction. And then Chokmah, the place of wisdom where you have a sense of the underlying oneness in the world and the unity that's there. And now Binah, getting in touch with duality, and noticing parallels, differences, all the details of creation. So that's the underlying nikudah that we're going to do for 4 days of taking the word bracha through these 4 days. So the 9th day is the bet, the beginning of bracha. We've gone back to the bet like Bereshit in the beginning. Bracha itself starts with a bet, and you might want to think of other words that you like that start with bet. Bayit is one, because bet, it forms like a house. It has 3 sides closed and 1 open, but it also has a little tail. So the bet in the Bereshit is pointing back to the Aleph, is pointing back to the oneness. So remember, within all the sense of diversity and understanding and awareness of that diversity, that it's all a hint at something much bigger, much greater, a unifying element. So I'm going to show you the bet. We've done it sometimes before. So it's hands back to back as the left heel comes up, then it opens like a door, and then the left hand comes up when the left knee comes up, and the right points back, and coming down, bet. When I am doing it as a letter in a word, if it's a bet, I often do a dagesh, which is this little circle with my hands. I can do it when my feet come down, or my balance is good, I can do it up here and then come down. So I keep alternating my feet. The left comes up, the right, left, close. Right heel off, left, right comes up and down, and the left heel off, right heel off, and close. So this is the bet. I want to do a circle for bet that's distinguished from bet. I can do the circle. In terms of bracha and these movements, I'm doing the essence of the letter, and I don't need to distinguish bet and bet, but that's one of the things that we understand with Binah. Binah, of course, is another word that starts with a bet. You understand there can be two, a sense of duality. Okay, so the combination for today, I take it through all 10 sefirot as an inner meditation. With my head as the crown, and then right brain, left brain, Chokmah and Binah, Hesed, Gevurah, the right and left side, arms, my heart space as Tiferet. And since I'll be going side to side, when I get to Tiferet, which is the middle, I change what I do each time. I'm still experimenting. Sometimes I move over to the right and then stay there for Netzach, which is on the right side, and then go to Hod on the left side. So this is Netzach, Hod, like pillars holding me. And Yesod is also in the center. Yesod is the genitals, but it's also the tongue. It is the center column. It's the place of intimacy and communication. Netzach and Hod, Netzach is, heart is like balance and harmony. Netzach is endurance and eternity, sense of eternity and purposefulness within that. Why am I here? What's my purpose? Hod is refining that in relation to what is and having empathy for others and seeing that there's many perspectives. And Yesod, the foundation, is connection, connectedness, and speaking from the heart. And then in terms of the meditation, Malchut's a mouth often, and in terms of 10 sefirot, because when we're able to pull all the channels of whatever we're channeling from that which is beyond the verbal, beyond words, to actual words and manifestation. And sometimes I think of it as my womb, wherever I think my center of my being is, which is usually somewhere in here. Some people think of it as the feet, because it manifests you walk the path. You know, it's not, to me, Malchut's not located in the body. It is the whole body, the wholeness of being manifest soul in the body. And so my focus when I'm doing it is actually whatever I feel is my center, and then after the 10 combinations of bet with the Tzere, I let my Hashem breathe me, which is my normal way to get in touch with Malchut. Hashem breathes us at every moment, and it's being breathed by Hashem to me that brings both the active and passive aspects of Malchut and the world of Asiya. So Binah is the world of Bria, of the mental world, and that's where we are. Now, in our counting in the soul level for Binah would be the neshama, which is supposed to be, ideally, in charge of making your decisions. You know, after looking at what the situation is and understanding it to a deep degree, then going through all the sefirot and being able to let the neshama be in charge of our decisions. So let's do the movements. I'm going to do it facing you. It's a little tricky here. The ground is not quite even. It's rocky, but we'll try it. So for Keter, bet, and I'm going to step to the left for Tzere. A. Both on the left, then the right. And stepping to the right. A. Bay. Sorry, I should sound the bet too, so it's a bay. Okay. Then I move, that was Chokmah and Binah, back on the left side. Bay. And then the right side for Hesed. Bay. And left side for Gevura. Be. And Tiferet, I'm going to go to the right side. Be. And then I'm going to keep going, alternating. Go left side, even though Netzach's on the right side. Think of my right side as I'm doing the left. Very much an exercise in Binah. And then the right for hold. Thinking of my left, thinking of hold. Bah. And then I'm going to stay on the left for your soul. Move to the left. Bah. And Malchut on the right. Bah. And then letting Hashem breathe me. I mentioned last time that you can do these breaths at the end if you want to do 4. I'll show you again. You can focus on bringing the energy down through the head, the arms, the center, and the legs, like the Yud Kei Vav Hey, as we are in our body. So let's do it again. Let's wait 4 breaths. Just to explain before I close, the colors sort of that I've chosen today are a green dress, as Binah is often associated with green, and the bet is the first day of the week, which it happens to be today, Sunday, and I'm wearing purple because that, according to the rainbow system, goes with Chesed. But in the Zohar, it often says silver and white, so I'm also wearing that, as well as a medallion, which is called the Shield of Avraham, and Avraham is associated with Hesed. And then for a scarf, I decided to pick a blue and purple scarf because I use blue for Gevura and purple for Hesed in the rainbow system, and have a band that also has the green for Binah, because these days are crossing the boundary of the actual day. So the 9th day of the count of the 40 days of blessing goes from the first day of the week into the second day, or at least the nighttime we count normally as already in the second day. And Moses went out for 40 days and 40 nights. So the counting goes from the today through the night. And then sometime during the day tomorrow, we switch into the 10th. So I want to bless you all as we move into this place of understanding and awareness and ability to guide ourselves from our higher place in our actions and our manifestations, that we may create a house for blessing in our whole being and in our environment and our own homes. So blessings to you, this 9th day of the 40 days of blessing.